It's time for Blue Skies. Hi. I'm wearing a nice robe today. A nice bathrobe. So that's cool. I just showered. Yeah, I was not, I'll be honest, I was not showered during that Among Us stream. I desperately needed a shower. Now I feel squeaky clean. I hope everyone's doing well today. Okay. Let's, turn the music down some. So, today could very well be the last Yuri route stream. And if it is, we'll move on to Monica extras tomorrow. But I think if we're not like right at the end of this stream of this game, we're gonna be there tomorrow for sure. Cause some crazy stuff happened last time. Hey Link, what's up, man? Yeah, by the way, in case you didn't see it, I have a prediction here, because we've been dropping frames like the Dickens for almost a week now. So, I really want to know, guys. How many frames are we going to drop today? Is it going to be less than 15K or more than 15K? Place your bets now. And we'll see in about a half hour here. But yeah, I don't have anything else, so let's just recap the story real fast, and then we'll hop into the game. And close the music. Start the game up. So the last time we played, it's not as clear in my head because I haven't done timecodes for it yet. But we streamed on YouTube. That was a big thing. Let me window this real quick. There we go. Yeah, we streamed on YouTube because Twitch had been giving me a hard time. Not much, just watched a video about why Solid Snake is the best video game character of all time. That's subjective. But who am I to question an opinion besides me, the guy who questions opinions always? I gotta move myself over here. And I gotta move the chat over here. There we go. Okay. We're in Blue Skies. Hello. Alright, so last time, we streamed on YouTube for a change and still dropped frames like the Dickens. I believe, the main important thing that I can remember clearly is that we celebrated Valentine's Day with Yuri. We went to an amusement park, a theme park, very much based off Universal, I think, because we went to bootleg Harry Potter land. And objective, yes, but interesting. True. Not denying that. We went to Harry Potter land at one point, and it was nice. We went on a Ferris wheel ride, which was sweet. And we had a nice moment in there where we made out. It was good. And then we invited Yuri to stay the night. And she said yes. And then we got into our bedroom after both of us had taken a shower. And Yuri asked us if we would close the door and turn off the lights. I'll let you use your imagination to decide what I'll let you use your imagination, and you can decide for yourself what happened after that. So yeah, that happened yesterday, and I thought the game would end there. No, we're still going. It's still going. There's a morning after. So you guys can see the thumbnail where Yuri was in her undies. I need to make a mental note to delete that later. So I don't want to imagine. But it was a beautiful, tender moment, though. It was nice. But yeah, that's what happened last time. And now we're right here at exactly the morning after. I skipped ahead a little bit just to see, just during the stream, to see if anything was going to come up after. How close to the end of the game I thought was, but that sentence didn't make sense, but whatever. I was trying to see how close to the end of the game we might be. Because we were like right there, then I might as well just go in and finish it. But I have no idea, so we're going to see. The game could end in 5 seconds. I think we're like right at the end. I hope to God we're on good end. We might be. I thought we weren't, but we could be. Okay. I'm going to shut up now and play the game. When I say I'm going to shut up, I mean I'm going to stop talking in my voice. The sounds of my alarm rouses me back to consciousness. That's a little loud. Turn that down for me. Normally I'd be a little grumpy at the thought of yet another early start for school, but not today. They tell you I beat MGS2 without killing anyone or using any ration. Nice! 9 hours? That means you have far too much free time, sir. Normally I'd be a little grumpy at the thought of yet another early day of school, but not today. Thinking about the Valentine's weekend Yuri and I spent with each other. Okay, so maybe it's not the morning after. Really couldn't have ended any better. Waking up to her on Sunday, with neither of us clothed. Alright, sorry, I lied. It's not the morning after. It's, like, the day after the morning after. I blush as I hop out of bed. Now that we've taken our relationship to the next level, I wonder what... now that we've taken our relationship to the next level, I wonder when's the next occasion going to be. Flashes of Yuri's body flicker through my mind. Please don't show it. I'm not ready to censor it. Man. I really am the luckiest guy alive. I mean, based on some of those Among Us games we played a minute ago, I would say no. You're right, Con. I do have too much free time. I get home and do my homework and do my chores and play my games. Well, in that case, you sound like you're doing pretty good. You sound like a very responsible young adult, then. Good job. I take back what I said. Don't listen to the streamer who's sitting in his parents' basement mooching off of them. You're doing great. You're doing great, kid. All right. With a grin, I complete the rest of my morning routine and head to school. Looks like the weather's emulating my feelings. It's uncharacteristically warm today, and nasty gray skies of winter are nowhere to be seen. Can't complain. Morning, Sefji. Ah, hey, Yuri, what's up? I just thought I'd let you know that I won't be in school today. It looks like I've come down with some kind of cold. That sucks. You don't need anything, do you? Like any medicine or whatever? No, I think I'll be okay. Thank you for asking, though. You sure? I really wouldn't mind coming over after school. Positive. I'll let you know if I feel any better. Okay. Weird spelling. Sounds good. Okay. I hope you feel better soon. Thank you. I love you, Sefji. Love you too, Yuri. Speak soon. Oh, man. Sucks that I won't be seeing Yuri in school today. I've really turned into a lovesick puppy, haven't I? I'm a very clingy person, so this is accurate. This is true to life. My dad makes fun of people who make a living off of streaming or YouTube. He legit says, I'm making bank in my mom's basement. Yeah, except I'm making nothing in my mom's basement. That's the difference. I suck at my job. I smile as I shake my head and carry on walking. By the way, just a quick update with the frame dropping situation. We are currently at 0 drop frames. We are actually pretty damn stable. I'm not seeing issues right now, so hot damn. And that's the end. That's not your voice. And that's the end of today's lesson, everyone. Such a shame to end it on such an interesting note. I don't suppose anyone would rather learn about the relationship between Hitler and Mussolini instead of stuffing their faces with delicious food. His own stomach rumbles, causing the class to laugh. Well, I hope no one would, because I'm really hungry. Until next time, guys. I stand up and make my way over to the door. Oh man, I bet the others will tease me about Valentine's Day too. Totally forgot about that. Sayori, Natsuki, and Monica are already there by the time I step foot inside. Monica is typing something on her laptop while attempting to eat while Sayori is wholly engrossed in her food. Well, I'm glad to see Sayori is okay. Last time, we hadn't seen... I don't know that we saw Sayori at all last time, actually. Like, at all during the last stream. And that was like an almost 2.5 hour stream, I think. So yeah, that was scary. I thought something had happened to her. Oh, also on Valentine's Day, this just reminded me of this detail. I think Sayori left a note in her locker on Valentine's Day with some chocolate that said, I'm happy that you're happy. That really hit me right in the feels. yeah, anyway, back to it. On the other hand, Natsuki doesn't seem to have any food in front of her, and is instead focusing on what looks like yet another shoujo manga. Valentine's Day, that day when you're supposed to give your loved one something. Yeah, never heard of it. I've celebrated once or twice. Not recently, though. I'm bitter and alone. Sorry, still mixing audio here. If you keep hearing the music getting quieter and quieter ever so slightly, it's because I keep looking back at it and going like, is that too loud? Anyway. Morning, guys. It's warm today, isn't it? I almost had voice mod ready to go, but I forgot to switch to Monica. There we go.
Yeah, it is. I have to say, it's a huge relief because tennis practices aren't nearly as enjoyable when it's freezing outside.
Me too, Colin. No one loves me. Well, people love me. I hope to be loved by people someday. I hope to have, like, a ton of concurrent viewers someday. Like, more than 5. My goal in life currently, though, is to have 5 concurrent viewers across multiple streams, and then after that, like, can we get 10, though? I'm just a lonely bitch. Aw, don't say that. You're one of my favorite bitches, just so you know.
You still play tennis in the winter? You're so dedicated, Monica.
More like crazy.
You'd be amazed at how often those two traits coincide.
As I pull out my food and begin eating, Monica closes her laptop lid and puts the machine into a bag it fits snugly into.
Is Yuri not with you today?
Nah, she said she wasn't feeling very well today. Natsuki mumbles something under her breath that sounds suspiciously like morning sickness. Yeah, probably best to act like I didn't hear that one.
Oh, what's wrong? Is it the flu?
Nope, some kind of bug. I offered to go see her after school, but she said she'd be okay. This is ominous now. I'm suddenly slightly concerned. Are you wearing a robe? Indeed I am. I'm wearing a very nice bathrobe. Here, I'll model it for you real quick. This is my bathrobe. Can't turn around smoothly. A very nice blue bathrobe. Because I just showered. Because I needed one. I was a smelly boy. And what do I say? I was gonna see her after school, but she said she'd be okay. Wait, Con, you don't think they did the thing? What, Yuri and myself? We absolutely did the thing. I had to skip through it quietly because I couldn't say it. I couldn't openly say what was written because it was very specific. We did the thing for like a good 5 minutes. Probably more. Yeah. It was very well worded and very well written. The parts of it that I read, at least, I kind of skimmed it. Anyway,
You know, that's probably for the best.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, you two already spent a lot of time with each other, right? I'm guessing you guys also spent the Valentine's weekend with each other, too. Of course, it's nice to spend time with your partner, but it's also healthy to take a break, don't you think?
I called this before, just saying. I hadn't really thought of it like that. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm just a bit worried, that's all. Monica laughed softly.
Sefchi is just a little bug. I'm sure she's gonna be fine. She's not a little child that you have to constantly look after.
Okay, I get it. She's not Sayori.
It's sweet that you're concerned, though.
Yeah. Natsuki must have been looking at my expression because she suddenly pipes up. If it makes you feel any better, I'll go and check up on her. Huh? She looks down at the floor like she's struggling with her words. Natsuki of all people? I'm gonna put the thing in quotations now. That'd probably be best. Status report on dropped frames. Somehow, still haven't dropped frames yet. I am shocked. Did Twitch finally get fixed? After the big Among Us collab? I mean, she's my friend too, so... I grin. Natsuki's always been someone who's really bad at hiding her true feelings. You're worried about her too, aren't you? No! It's just, well, we're getting a bit closer, so she... I just thought she'd appreciate it if I went to see if she was alright, okay?
Ah, look at you looking out for Yuri so much. It's so cute!
Seeing the look on Natsuki's face, Monica hastily interjects.
I think that what Sarah really means is that it's really nice to see you two bonding so well as of late. Looks like you both put aside your differences, and it's great to see.
Does Twitch fix thing? We don't know. God, you guys make everything so sentimental and awkward.
Sorry, Natsuki. Anyway, seeing as yours isn't here today, there's not much point in sharing poems for our club meeting. Instead, why don't we try writing one?
Ooh, something new! Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
What about the poems you've already written, though?
We could share them when Yuri's back. We'd get a lot more feedback that way, too.
I guess that can work. Colin, can I have your vocal cords? I'll trade my deep ones for yours. Maybe. Having a deep voice would be nice. My voice sounds deep to me because I hear like the rumbling of my vocal cords in my throat, but then when I hear it afterwards in a VOD, I sound like almost prepubescent. Well, not prepubescent, but like in the process, you know what I mean? I'm like near the tail end of puberty, but not quite there yet. I'm good at singing. I'm okay at singing. But maybe you just want my vocal cords so you can do all my funny voices. I can sound like Snake. Kept you waiting, huh? Colonel. Colonel. My ass is too big and too dummy thick. I think it's about as close to Snake as I can get without warming up first. There are some voices I used to be able to do that I can't do anymore. I need to like relearn how to do them. Because I learn new ones and then I end up forgetting old ones. Alright, anyway. No complaints here.
I figured you'd say that, FG. I had a hunch you were slightly preoccupied over this weekend and weren't able to write a poem. Wink.
No idea what you're talking about, Monica.
Well, have you written a poem?
What a mystery! We'll all be taking to our graves.
Monica doesn't...
That was the wrong voice. Monica doesn't look particularly convinced, but thankfully the bell rings, sparing me of any further interrogation. They'll never know that I'm the imposter. They'll never find Yuri's body outside. As we pack away our things and prepare to head back to our homeroom classes, an idea comes to mind. I think Yuri would really appreciate it if I wrote a poem for her. Yeah, that'd be a great little romantic gesture. Let's just get through the rest of the day. My 4-year-old sister could probably do better. That was the worst Snake impression I have ever heard in my life. Aw, thanks! I feel all warm inside. I have decided recently that I just suck at impressions, but I'm okay at coming up with, like, random voices on my own. With my final lesson over, I make my way back to the club room, eager to test my poetic abilities. I've really changed, haven't I? I didn't mind writing poems back in September, but now I'm so eager to do so. Oh, well, that's hardly a bad thing. If nothing else, I would like to think that I at least have a decent ability for acting. And that lends itself nicely to the voices I can do. Once again, I'm the last one in. As I settle into my desk, Monica clears her throat and addresses everyone in the room.
Okay, everyone. There's really much for me to say. After all, you know what you're meant to be doing, so feel free to start. By all means, feel free to collaborate with others if you want to. I figured this would be a great way to get some insight into how you guys write poems.
Way to put us under pressure, Monica.
Sorry. Let's just see what you can come up with. If you want to finish it at home, that's fine. I just didn't want to waste a session, and I figured something new might be appreciated.
It's okay, Monica. Come on, Natsuki, let's work together and see what we can come up with.
She leads her away as I reach into my bag. As I'm pulling out my writing materials, I pause. It's that note that I received on Valentine's Day. Man, I'd totally forgotten about that. What should I do about it? Even though I'm more than happy with Yuri, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't at least a little curious about whom the sender is. Looking around, it seems that Sayori and Natsuki are busy. Well, at least Sayori is, as she's animatedly chattering away while Natsuki looks like she's pretending to listen. Monica doesn't look preoccupied with something for a change, so... Hey, Monica.
What's up, Sefji?
I lower my voice and shift my chair so I'm a little closer to Monica. I can do like a spot-on impression of Liquid Snake. I will need proof. Not like right now, but like one of these days. Status report on the dropped frames. We haven't dropped any. I love the moment that I made that prediction. The dropped frames just dropped off the face of the planet. We've just been stable. This is insanity. How is this possible? Anyway. I lower my head and shoot closer, blah, blah, blah. This prompts her to raise her eyebrows. An understandable response, I guess. Listen, can I, ask you something?
Is something confidential, I assume?
She discreetly nods at the other two girls. I nod my head and show her the now crumpled note. What's your status report? My status is fucked. I found this in an envelope in my locker on Valentine's Day.
And you're asking me if I know who it's from.
What? How'd you guess?
Well, it's either that or you're going to ask if I sent it, and I think we both know the answer to that question.
Though her tone is dry, I can faintly detect the humor in her voice. I sometimes forget how much Monica likes to I sometimes forget how much Monica likes to tease people. I can read English words. So, any ideas?
You tell me, Sefji.
I blink at her. What's that supposed to mean?
In other words, I'm asking you if you have any ideas yourself.
Well, it has to be from someone I know. I can't imagine it's from any of my classmates. I honestly couldn't even imagine it coming from Natsuki, and you obviously haven't, so... Finally figures it out after putting an ounce of thought into it. Good job, me! Bravo! He solved the mystery! God, he's like, the name of the, God damn it, why can't I remember the name of the president right now? Ronald Reagan, he's like, tear down this wall, Gorbachev. Monica must have been following where I'm looking as she nods. I try to revolve her Ocelot impression, but it sucks. I think anyone can do it, it just kind of takes practice. Practice that I didn't put as much time into as I should have growing up. But now that I'm kind of trying to, like, remedy that. In more recent days by, like, you know, playing Doki Doki Blue Skies and giving everyone voices. I'm trying to improve at it.
Looks like you don't need my detective skills after all.
But Sayori?
Didn't you also receive friendship chocolate from her?
Yeah, but it's just that... friendship chocolate, right? Monica stares at me for a moment, and somehow I get the feeling that she's doing her best not to roll her eyes. I don't know, it's just weird to think of Sayori in that sense. We've always been good friends. It's just kind of weird to imagine us being anything more than that, but maybe in an alternate timeline we could have been, I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with feeling that way, Sefji. Besides, you're happy with Yuri now anyway.
I guess. I just kind of feel bad for Sayori now, you know?
But there's nothing to say that you can't spend time with her as friends. I know she'd probably really appreciate it too.
Especially since we've stopped walking to school together. Good job, me. Asshole. A horrible feeling of guilt flushes through my body. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Monica.
It's okay. Now, haven't you got a poem beginning on with?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I guess I'll get started. After some time, Monica stands up and addresses everyone once more.
Okay, everyone. I think it's all the time we have for today. How are all the poems coming?
I glance down at mine. I'm fairly happy with it, although I'm not entirely sure how Yuri will perceive it. After all, she does have quite high standards.
Pretty good. I think I'll finish the rest at home.
Yeah, same here. Mine's actually finished.
Looks like everyone's in the same boat then. We can start when to share the poems tomorrow because I've really got a dash. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
After swiftly packing away her things, Monica zooms out of the door with the velocity of a bullet and impales herself into the wall. Me and the other two girls stare for a moment, but then decide that she's probably fine and start packing up, and before long we're good to go. While writing my poem, I decided that I wanted to walk Sayori home, but surprisingly, she's already gone. And Natsuki's the only one left, and she's awkwardly hovering by the door. You gonna be much longer? Huh? Oh, no, sorry. Guess I've been a little too lost in thought. I swiftly pack up my stuff and join Natsuki in the corridor. Still gonna go check up on Yuri? She nods. Sounds good. Let me know how she's doing, okay? Sheesh, do you get paid to worry or something? I start to laugh, but then memory of the cuts on Yuri's arm suddenly come flooding back. The laugh turns more into a wince. Natsuki looks at me more curiously. Yeah, probably. See you tomorrow. Natsuki still looks a little suspicious, but doesn't say anything. It's been a couple of hours since I got home. Enough time for me to have finished my homework. With nothing left to do, I'm flopped on the sofa and browsing some anime. As I catch up on my favorite series, my mind drifts over to Yuri's house. I wonder how Natsuki's faring at the moment. It's a little strange how she's the one who went over and not me, but then again, I suppose it's a good thing that they're clearly getting along better these days. I guess Yuri will tell me about it later. My mind also keeps focusing on the Valentine's notes, along with Monika's words. If it's really from Sayori, then she likes me? Likes me in that way, in that sense? My childhood friend who I've been with for so many years, as kids we thought we were going to get married, likes me? That can't be possible. Do you get paid to worry, make her sweats? No! Yes, they pay me $100 an hour. I wish I got paid to worry about Yuri. If I got paid to worry about Yuri, I'd have an income. The note didn't exactly say that, though. I'm happy if you're happy. What does that mean? If she does indeed have feelings, then could that water damage actually be from tears? Detective Seth G. Master Detective. Brilliant. Brilliant. Bravo. Bravo. Bravissima. He's so good. It's so good. Sherlock Holmes over here. God. Saying the things I figured out like days ago. Or is this just my overactive imagination? Still, no matter what's going on, I really should spend more time with Sayori. Explaining it to Yuri might be a bit tricky, though. I don't really want her knowing that Sayori might have feelings for me. Thinking about it, I could just say that I haven't spent much time with Sayori recently. Nothing dishonest about that, and besides, I'd never do anything to betray Yuri's trust. Yeah, that's a good idea. And he must be dummy. Damn, that man must have 100 million, 1,000 IQ, and he must be dummy thick. I mean, the brick wall in his brain is dummy thick. Dense as hell. Man, Yuri really has a habit of ringing me when I'm thinking about it, doesn't she? Hey, Yuri, how you feeling? A little better, thanks. Is Natsuki over? Yes, she is. I have to admit, I was a little surprised. Yeah, she mentioned she was going to come see you at lunchtime. I didn't see it coming either. But it's good to see that you two are getting along and so well these days. I agree. This is a far cry from how we used to be. I don't know if this is a strange thing to say, but I wish you were in my class at school. Well, it's only naturally you want to be able to talk to your friends in class. Yes, I suppose so. It's just a bit surreal having a close friend like her. Although, if I'm being honest, as nice as it is to have her around, I wish it was you who was looking after me, not her. Huh? But you're the one who said I didn't have to come over when you rang in the morning. What the hell? Mickey Mouse! I know. Sorry, I'm just being weird again. You sure you don't want to talk about it? Well... Hey, it's me, Detective Seth G. Did you see me playing Among Us earlier? I was right sometimes. I had some good calls in there. Alright. I just feel warm and secure when I think about being with you. But I don't want to be clingy or obsessive, only I don't really know where the proper boundary should be. I literally have the same problem. This same exact problem. The last relationship I was in actually gave me serious concern about boundaries. Where I was like, oh god, am I violating the boundaries? Am I being too clingy, too pushy? But then again, I always doubt everything in life. I don't know. But hey, maybe that's just me being too personal. There must be something wrong with me. I like having personal space, but at the same time, I want to stay by your side. Honestly, I don't think it's that strange to feel that way. I mean, aren't couples supposed to be all lovey-dovey and attached at the hip and all that? That is true, isn't it? I obviously don't have much experience with relationships, but that's how it always seems from movies and stuff. Because as we all know, movies are very true to real life. Although, now that I think about it, movies probably aren't the best source of romantic advice. At least he's this smart. Of course, it's good to keep our independence and maintain some personal space at least. But I guess it's also a matter of how we each express our individual love languages. Seriously, if anyone ever dates me, okay, I will be happy as a clam if just, like, every now and then you spend a day with me cuddling on the couch. You do that for me, and I'm good. That's, like, the best day I can possibly have in a relationship. I've said it numerous times, but that's the ideal date for me. It's just, like, snuggling on the couch, TV on. Or off. I'm totally fine just to sit there and have you be present. Anyway, I gotta go because we have to go do some things. I'll be back at, like, 5? I'm probably done by then, but... yeah, alright, man. Thanks for hanging out, man. See ya. Don't forget, by the way, everyone, you can catch the VODs here if you miss anything. Why isn't Cloudbot going off? Anyway, if I don't get back before the stream is over, laters. Laters. Why is Cloudbot not working? What in the butt? Is Cloudbot just being really slow? Did I maybe have to relink him? Weird. Because I was on YouTube yesterday. Not Twitch. I might have to fix the bot. Anyway. YouTube.com/SefG101 if you want to catch the VODs after the stream is over. It'll be up 24 hours after the stream. If I can get the time codes done in time. Which I should be able to. Alright, anyway. Oh, and by the way, I completely forgot to say, this is a mod of Doki Doki Literature Club, not the actual game. It's called Blue Skies. You can get it at blueskiesmod.com. I highly recommend playing it for yourself. If you want to watch me play it, that's fine, but I think it's a good thing to experience on your own. Kind of like the original game. Anyway, personally, I rather enjoy my personal downtime, but somehow I don't think I should bring that up right now. At any rate, we're still in the honeymoon phase of our relationship, right? Right, of course. Sorry, I'm just being really silly at the moment. I hear her take a deep breath. Don't worry about it, seriously. What did you and the others get up to during the club meeting today? Yuri's behavior is still a bit suspicious, but I decided to let it go. This isn't really a conversation to be having over the phone. Not much. We decided to write poems instead of sharing them, so it was pretty quiet. Oh, well, I look forward to reading your latest poem then. Any idea when that would be? I'm actually feeling a lot better, so most likely tomorrow or the day after. I don't want to jinx anything just yet. Fair enough. I think you really like this one. Or so I hope. Oh, why's that? You'll have to wait and see. A man of mystery. Yeah. There's an awkward moment of silence, much like all of my outros. Anyway, Natsuki's insisting that I get some proper rest, so I should probably get some more sleep before she gets angry. I'll speak to you soon, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow, okay? I love you, Sefchi. I love you too, Yuri. Get some rest. The call ends, and I slip my phone back into my pocket. Was that a normal stutter at the end there, or a suspicious stutter? I can't decide. There's no denying that Yuri does sound a little bit obsessive, but is it anything to be concerned over? Sure, it's good to spend time away from your partner, but I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't disappointed over the fact that it's Natsuki and not me who's taking care of her. Well, it's too late to see Yuri now anyway. Plus, Nurse Natsuki is there, so there's not much point thinking about it. Clingy or not, for someone who struggles with acceptance, both from herself and from others, I suppose she's doing well. With a shrug, I turn back to the television screen and immerse myself once more in the colorful world of anime. A lovely world. A lovely world indeed. love anime. I wish I could still afford a subscription to anime services. Gotta get away from the undies. Hang on, I'm gonna pull the. Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna quickly go in and delete that save in particular. There we go. Hello, Carlix. Welcome, man. I'll give you a quick update, man. I just now deleted the save that had the undies in it because it kept showing up, and I'm like, I should get rid of that now before I forget again. We woke up on Monday, the day after the morning after, from last time. When we did the dirty with Yuri at the end of the stream, and we went to school. Yuri was sick. Natsuki said she would go check on her. We had a phone call. We had a phone conversation with Yuri that was kind of weird, and also we learned that Sayori. We now believe that Sayori is the one who wrote that note that we got on Valentine's Day that said, "I'm happy if you're happy." And now we're here. Alrighty. Let's continue, shall we? Why is it that the scariest nightmares are always the ones where you fail out of school? Some might say it's a bad omen, especially since final season is fast approaching. It takes so much effort to study, though. You know what? I'm just not going to think about it. Although, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Something exceedingly important. This isn't going to be something like me forgetting to walk to school with Sayori again, is it? Oh well, I might as well get ready for the day while I mull over my forgetfulness. As I sit on the toilet and scroll through my Read It feeds, good one, I suddenly hear the telltale spells of a text message.
Hey guys, don't forget, we'll have our study group in an hour, so hope you're all awake.
Crap, I totally forgot about it! What a great host I am, offering up my house for the study session and then forgetting all about it. I offer up a silent thanks to Monica and her dependability. Not sure why they didn't show the phone on the screen when the text went up or whatever. Guess I'd better go off the toilet and clean up the house before Natsuki complains my ears off. And that looks clean enough, right? Why do I always leave the cleaning until the last minute? Because you're me, and that's very in character for me to procrastinate on everything important until the last minute. I feel like I've been in this situation multiple times before. You would have thought that I'd learned my lesson by now. I haven't even eaten breakfast yet, too. As if on cue, my stomach gives a forlorn gurgle. Sorry, bud, but societal expectations and politeness take precedent over survival. They shouldn't, but they do. Maybe I'll have enough time for a quick bite of toast. Nope, there's a knock on the door. Judging by the politeness of the knock, it's either Yuri or Monica. Coming! Those floodlights are still there. Even during the daytime, they are on and violent. Who would have guessed it's Yuri? Sepchi, hello. First one here, huh? I can't say they didn't expect it, though. You're a full 10 minutes early. Oh, the stream just lagged on my end. But the bitrate is still stable. I'm shocked. Oh yeah, the prediction finished. We should see the outcome of that. The vote, so yeah, it was less than 15K. We didn't drop any frames at all. Good job, everybody. And everyone who voted for that. I think it was like one person. But all right. Well, I'm going to start a new prediction. Yeah, it was it was 2 people, and they went 50-50 on it. Nice. Okay. Let's start a new prediction then. Since it seems that we didn't drop any frames at all so far. Will we drop frames at all today? No, it seems like Twitch is... No, seems like Twitch. I can only type 25 characters in here. Okay, fine. I won't get cute. I'll just say yes, no. I'll let that go for another half hour. Okay. Make your predictions, boys and girls. We're gonna drop frames at all today. Let's find out. You're a whole 10 minutes early. Well, I wasn't doing much of anything, so I decided that I might as well come over. Sorry, were you not ready yet? No, you're good. Feel free to come in. I'm actually surprised that Monica isn't early, too. As I usher Yuri into my house, a familiar-sounding voice shouts out from the direction of the streets.
Wait up! Hold the door!
Looks like I spoke too soon. Monica jogs over to us and waves hello, brushing the bangs out of her eyes.
So I should have known that you were going to beat me here, Yuri.
I do like to be punctual.
A little more than punctual, don't you think? All in good faith. Obviously, I'm quite early too, so I'm not one to talk.
I mean, punctuality is a good trait to have, isn't it? Like how I was very punctual in putting all this together.
Yep, I feel like it shows that you value others' time when you're punctual.
Yeah, I admittedly need to work on keeping track of time more myself. Same, I always manage to lose track of time right before every stream. I did it today too. Well, with this stream I did. I think I was a little late on today's Blue Skies stream, and I was a little late on yesterday's as well. Sometimes I just get distracted by other shiz, and then I look at the clock, and I'm just like, oh, it's 12:02. I gotta run. All right.
Anyway, are we going to stand here talking till the others show up, or...?
Oh, right. Let's head inside. So, what's our schedule for today? Schedule? Aren't we just gonna study? Why can't I vote? I don't know. Why can't you vote? It's not letting me vote either, but that could just be because I'm, you know, me, and it's my prediction. You vote with your burp coin. So if you got 10 burp coin, you can vote on the other side. You can put as much forward as you want. It's a wager. A wager that is now over, actually, because we just dropped frames. It's over, everybody. The answer is yes, we did drop frames. Prediction result is yes. Alright, let's start a new prediction. We'll go back to this. We'll say... We'll do this. Okay, we'll do this. How many frames will we... How many frames are we going to drop today? We'll say less than... What's a good number? Like 750? We'll say less than 750. Less than 750, more than 750. We'll let that run for another half hour. There we go. I should have said within the next half hour, but... Yeah. I'm just gonna do this now. I'm gonna start taking bets on how many frames we're gonna drop in his stream. That's funny to do. Alright, anyway, let's check the history. Schedule, are we just gonna study? Well, yes, but shouldn't we discuss how we're going to study and organize ourselves a bit? I mean, aren't we just gonna read and do problem sets?
But we're not all going to be studying the same subject at the same time, right?
Oh, well... hold on, that must be one of the others. Huh, both Natsuki and Sayori are at my door. Hey guys, did you coordinate this or something? Nah, we just happened to see each other on the way here.
Hi, SFG. We're not late, are we?
No, you guys are right on time. Yuri and Monica are just as early as usual. Now that everyone's here, though, we can get started. I was gonna say yes. Well, you called it. Streamers and mods can't vote. Oh, that sucks. Here, hang on. I got you. Carlex, your mod privileges are revoked until you vote. Go ahead. You can vote. Just remind me to put it back when the thing's over. With that, Natsuki and Sayori follow me to the living room. After swapping hellos, we all settled down on the living room sofas.
So, what are we doing first?
Sefchi, Monica, and I had actually been discussing that right before you two joined us. Well, you're only a viewer now, so you can vote. I would reinstate your mod now, but I don't know. If I reinstate the mod now, I'm not sure if you'll lose your privileges or not.
We were talking about some kind of an agenda.
Do we really need something like that? All we're gonna do is study. That's what I asked!
It'd still be helpful to plan out what you're going to study, though, in my opinion. We do have around 5 subjects to study, so we should plan accordingly. Don't you guys plan out your studying?
No? Me neither. I just study for exams in the order that they come in, like a week beforehand.
Me too. Well, I kind of crammed the day before, though.
Monica looks over desperately at Yuri.
That's not the right voice. Monica looks over desperately at Yuri. Whoops. I study in a more organized manner myself. It helps me stay on track when I'm going over subjects that I don't like as much.
Thank you! As the top 2 students in this group, I'd say that both my and Yuri's studying habits take precedent over yours.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I mean, they kind of got a point.
It means that we're going to whip you guys into shape, right, Yuri? My voice cracked.
I suppose so. Could I ask what that entails first?
I just mean that we're going to help everyone stay focused. And that means no romantic cuddles between you and Sefchi, too.
I wasn't even thinking of... Jeez, Monica, who do you think we are?
Only joking.
Anyway, should we focus on the subjects that we're weakest in first? We're only going to be here for a few hours, so we likely won't be able to study every single subject we have. And since we're all together, we should probably study material that we can ask each other for help on. After all, we could all probably study our strongest subjects quite easily on our own.
That's a great idea, Yuri.
Yep, although, what happens if I'm weak in all my subjects?
Sayori, try to be so hard on yourself. After all, you're definitely good with literature, at least.
Yeah, you probably do fine in your classes. If anything, it's Sefchi who has to worry. Hey, I'll have you know that I aced some of my tests before.
Some? I don't think any of us will need help studying literature, though. So I guess none of us are going to be studying Japanese, unless someone here needs help with grammar.
Spent 100 points. I see it. No, don't worry, it flashes up on screen. Nah, my worst subjects are science and history. Huh, really? I'll probably be able to help you with history, but I'm gonna work on math first myself. I'm strong in history and science as well, so feel free to ask me any questions too. Although, math, well, there are more enjoyable subjects to say the least.
You two are in luck, because math is one of my strongest areas.
Could you add one more to the group? I'm kind of bad at math, and science, and social studies, and history, and physics, and eating, and sleeping, and tying my shoes, and doing homework, and feeding my dog, and putting out fires. I'm bad at a lot of things. I need to mark that for later.
All right. No, she's good at literature, though. We're all good at literature because we're in the literature club. It's like our specialty.
No problem, although I don't know how much I can help with those other things. Aren't you good at English, Sayori?
I'm okay at it.
Nice, then you can help me with that too. The grammar always gets me.
I believe that everyone's sorted that out then. Yeah, we all know what we're gonna study now, I think. I'm not. Are you though? Are you not really? All right. I don't know where that was going. Okay, never mind. By the way, status report on the dropped frame situation. We are now up to 480 dropped frames. luckily, we're not getting anything like we were before, but I don't know, it's not the prettiest. I will honestly take 480 over 13,000, which we got the last 2 times we streamed. I can't believe we're actually doing this. I guess it's good that I'm being forced to study earlier, though.
That's the spirit.
Oh, I nearly forgot. Is anyone thirsty or hungry? I could get us all snacks and drinks and stuff to help us power through this. If it's not too much of a bother, that'd be lovely. Actually, would you like...
I can help! If you still have all the same kinds of snacks, I know the perfect ones for each person.
Oh, that'd be great, thanks. Yuri, were you going to say something? No, it's all right. We'll be waiting for you two then. Okay, let's hurry up then, Sayori. I'm starting to see the future here. I think I know what's coming. Let's see, I'll grab the bottles of water while you grab the snacks, right?
Sure. Are they still in the same cupboards?
Yep, I just leave them wherever Mom stuffs them when she comes back from her trips.
I haven't been in your house for so long, Sefchi. Makes you feel really nostalgic.
Yeah, I guess so. It kind of feels like we're kids again, just for a moment.
I always had a hard time picking from the snacks you had.
You'd better not take an hour like that one time when...
You meanie, that was just because your mom bought a bunch of different flavors from my favorite gummies!
Man, you could have tried them all, you know.
But I didn't want to be rude and eat everything.
I miss Sayori. I miss her so much. Sayori sighs, shuffling some packages around on the shelves.
Looks like there's...
Where's the music going?
Looks like there's only 1 pack of gummies now.
Oh, that's probably because my mom noticed that you weren't coming over so often anymore. I always like the chips and crackers more, so... A slow silence creeps over us. I don't know what to say. How am I supposed to address the huge elephant in the room of drifting away from Sayori again?
Hey, Sefchi.
What's up?
Do you want to hang out with me tomorrow? Only if you're free, that is.
Sure thing. Is there any reason why?
No, it's just for old time's sake.
I mentally facepalm. What, does Sayori need to have a specific reason to hang out with me with her oldest friend now? Sayori... okay, Sefji, I know you're guilty right now, and you're feeling kind of guilty, but is this really the best time for this right now? Is this a good time? A good time to be doing this? I feel like you could have done this tomorrow when you were hanging out. Just saying. Anyway, I'm sorry that I've been such a terrible friend to you.
Don't worry, it's only natural you'd spend more time with your girlfriend. I wouldn't want to get in your way.
You'll always be my dearest friend, okay? Please, don't ever forget that. After all, you've been there since we were dumb little kids. That's not what she wanted to hear.
Thanks for the sentiment, Sefchi. But that's not exactly true now, is it?
Oh, my heart. She suddenly swoops up the bag of gummies, a box of red bean pancakes, and a package of rice crackers.
Come on, the others of you wondering why we're taking so long. La, 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 la.
I'm left standing alone in the kitchen, crumpling up a water bottle in my hands. Why am I such an idiot? Of course she'd be able to see through my empty words. Maybe it's a good thing that I'm going to be studying today. It'll help keep me from thinking about all the mistakes I've made. Anytime they say that I've made mistakes in this game, I get scared about bad ends every time without fail. We're all lazing around at this point, having each settled into our own comfortable studying positions. Monika's laying down on the floor, silently doing readings while popping an occasional cracker into her mouth. Meanwhile, Yuri's sitting primly on the sofa next to me, meticulously finishing problem after problem of math. Natsuki and Sayori are both sitting on the floor and working on the coffee table, sharing the bag of gummies. I lean back and wince as a huge crack sounds from my neck. My head falls clean off. Ah! Okay, I thought she was reacting to the sound of my neck cracking. Ah! And I skipped that line. The pink-haired girl throws her hands up in the air. I can't deal with this anymore!
What can't you deal with anymore?
The freaking Calvin cycle and Krebs cycle for photosynthesis or whatever the fudge. Can't swear. Who cares about this stuff?
Your science teacher probably does.
Shut up! I'm not gonna be some kind of plant biologist when I'm older, so why do I need to know all the chemicals and how ATP is made and stuff? If it'll help, I know some effective mnemonic devices that'll make memorizing those processes easier. Teach me them! I'll do anything to make this go by faster! Natsuki hops up and jams herself between Yuri and me on the couch. Here's my notebook. How do I memorize it? With a light laugh, Yuri proceeds to summarize the concepts for Natsuki. Just listening without paying attention, it sounds like a million scientific terms are spewing out of Yuri's mouth, and she's smiling so happily about it. But listening more carefully, Yuri's actually explaining everything in a concise and elegant manner, seemingly addressing potential questions before they're even asked. So, do you understand it now? You've written down my mnemonic devices, right? Yep, I think I get it. Let me try to explain it back to you just to make sure. Natsuki rotely rattles off the material. I'd say you're ready to move on now. Seriously? Thanks a bunch. You're a total lightsaber. You should be a teacher or something someday. Ugh. A teacher? I don't think I'm suited to dealing with so many people. I mean, did you hear the way I burped just now? It's so unprofessional. Well, maybe not a teacher. How about a professor? Like in a university. That way you can just lecture at students about stuff and you'll just have to talk to students one at a time during office hours. I suppose that would be more manageable, but I don't know. Well, I guess you'll figure out what job you want when you're in university. That reminds me, are you planning on heading there yourself? To be honest, I don't know. I know that the smart thing to do would be to go to university and get some kind of degree so I can find a higher paying job, but I don't know what I'd do. I don't know what I'd want to do in university. Maybe I'll just become a salary woman. You'd want to work at an office job then? Well, I wouldn't want to do it, but it's what pays. If we're talking about our dream jobs, well, what is it? This is kind of embarrassing that I'm saying it, but I really want to be a manga artist. Oh, weren't you drawing manga that one time? Yeah, kinda. It's just a hobby for now, but it'd be really nice if I could do it as a job. What kind of manga would you create then? Romance stories? Maybe. I do like drawing cute girls more than things like fight scenes. I don't know, it's really hard to break into the manga scene though, and I'll probably make a better living as a secretary or something. But I think that you could do it. Eh? Well, you just seem really passionate about manga. If you're able to pour all those feelings into your work, I'm sure that you'd be able to draw and write something that could resonate with your audience. I'm not particularly a fan of romance stories myself, but if you ever publish your own manga, I'd be sure to support it. Thanks! A bright smile lights up Natsuki's face. Although I read things besides shoujo manga, you know. Like what? I actually know a few really good thriller manga that I could recommend for you. And before you say anything, the art is super good. Like, less cutesy, more realistic. Some of them even have crazy amounts of gore. I see. You know what? I'd like to read them with you. Really? I didn't expect you to actually say yes. Oh. But it's super cool that you're open to it. I'll bring a copy of one of them to the club next time. I'm looking forward to it. And Natsuki suddenly looks over in my direction. Jeez, you can be a little less obvious in eavesdropping stuff, G. Shoot, I hadn't even realized what I was eavesdropping. Well, you are right next to me. Pff, how nosy. Man, I feel like I've made enough progress for today at this point. I totally don't feel like studying anymore. What time is it anyway? Around 6 p.m. You just can't tell that it's getting dark because the floodlights are still out there. Oh crap, seriously? Why did you leave the floodlights on out there? How'd we stay still for so long?
I'm sure the snacks helped.
Monica stands up and stretches, arching her back so that her ponytail dips low and nearly brushes the floor. Damn, how long is her ponytail? I guess it's hard to tell because it's kind of curly cute at the ends and in the middle, but she must have crazy long hair. I mean, I guess I've seen fan arts of Monica with like her hair dropping all the way down to the floor, but damn, that's long hair.
Anyway, I was about to call it a day too. I'm sure we wouldn't want to impose on Sefji by staying for dinner, especially since he hasn't prepped for many dinner guests.
1 meter and 50 centimeters. Don't mind me, I'm definitely not looking up how long that is in empirical. That's a joke. Yeah, but I'm just curious, though. I guess I'll just slap it in the length conversion calculator over here. Hold on. I'm just curious. 50 centimeters. Oh, this doesn't convert from metric to... So 1 meter is 100 centimeters, right? So this would be 150 centimeters. Not 105, 150. Convert. Like 4 feet, then. Okay. Alright. Well, now I know. We've learned today. Actually, it was like 4.9, so if I'm rounding it up, it'd probably be like closer to 5 feet. Okay, whatever. Anyway. Yeah, I think I'm beat too.
At least we had snacks to hold up our hunger. I am looking forward to dinner, though.
I'm sure we're all feeling the same way. That was such an awkward line reading. I was doing so well. The more you know. I'm sure we're all feeling the same. Fuck. Read it like a normal human being, SFG. Come on. I'm sure we're all feeling the same. You can all have this. You can all leave the snacks and stuff where they are. I'll take care of it later. Are you sure? We wouldn't want to be a bother. Yeah, it's only gonna take me like 5 minutes to deal with it, so don't worry about it.
Okay, everyone. I guess it's that then. Nice work today. Everyone was super productive. Looks like Yuri and I may have some competition when it comes to our class rankings.
Man, it feels like this was just one long club meeting now. I suppose it was in a way. We all get up and stretch too, following Monika's example. A few moments later, the club members have all said their goodbyes and shuffled out the door. Well, except for Yuri, who's lingering behind to give me a more personal goodbye. I'm guessing that you're not used to studying this hard. Well, I'll have to admit that I usually get distracted a lot more. But this time I had the rest of you pushing me to do well. Do you think we'll have another study session sometime? Most likely. I think we were able to help each other somewhat. Monika's assistance with integration in Infinite Series was definitely invaluable. Not to mention that the help that you provided in the sciences. Oh, it was nothing. Are you kidding me? You basically saved Natsuki's grade back there. I think you're exaggerating. But thank you for the compliment. Also, now that we've done a bit of studying now, would you like to take a break tomorrow and hang out with me? Oh, no! I was thinking of seeing a film adaptation of one of the novels we discussed together. Tomorrow. Sorry, but I already promised Sayori that I'd hang out with her. Sayori? Oh, I see. That does sound like more fun, doesn't it? Oh, come on, Yuri, don't be like that. Hey. I grab Yuri's shoulders. I'd absolutely love to go out with you tomorrow, but what kind of person would I be if I broke promises left and right just to do that? I'm not making up an excuse so I don't have to go out with you. It's just that we were genuinely unlucky with the schedule conflict. Like, the most unlucky we could have been. Like, a few hours ago I was free and then I wasn't. Sorry, I know that. I shouldn't have said that. It's not your fault at all. I just blurted out a passing, intrusive thought. I'd never want you to have to choose between me and one of your friends. Do you still have these intrusive thoughts often? Yuri, you should really look into therapy one more time. Sefchi, please. Alright, I won't push you. Just remember that's where I'd stand, okay? On it. I will. Have you been self-harming lately? Sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable, but I just want to know if you're okay. It's fine, Sefchi. I'm not cutting myself as much as before. It's easier to ignore the urges when I can concentrate on other things. Like today, for instance, I couldn't do it because I was studying with you all. And being with you has given me a lot more to think about. Does this mean that it'll be worse for her now that I won't be with her tomorrow? Oh god, now I'm feeling incredibly guilty, although you shouldn't. It's not like it's all my fault, but I still can't help feeling this way. Hey, I know that we won't be able to do anything tomorrow, but how about we plan ahead for something else? That way, you can look forward to it when you're just thinking about random stuff. Did Sefchi just have a good idea? I'm gonna throw this boy a fucking parade. This has never happened before. He has never been smart on his own. I've never been smart on my own. He's done it! For the first time in his life, he's not a total idiot! I can't believe it! This is like the biggest brain thing he's ever done. That's genius! That's like good, that's like a smart play. We have to clip this moment. Oh my god! That's incredible. It is an achievement. Or an achievement, as you put it. That's nuts. I can't believe I actually had a good idea for the first time ever. It was such a good idea, I'm gonna read it again. Hey, I know that we won't be able to do anything tomorrow, but how about we plan ahead for something else? That way you can look forward to it when you're just thinking about random stuff. Isn't that a good idea, Yuri? It is a very good idea. I'm surprised you were smart for once. All right, what do you have in mind? Do you want to have another date night on White Day? I didn't think you were this much of a romantic. Well, I do like to spoil my loved ones. I reach out and hold Yuri's hand in mine. My grammar are suck. No. You don't need to correct that. That's the best way. That's the best. That summarizes that perfectly. By the way, update on the channel point situation. We are currently up to still 480 drop frames. That's where we're at currently with the drop frame situation. All right. Were you thinking of a formal type of date, or... do you actually want to have a night in and cook a nice dinner together? We haven't done that in a while. I'd love to. Yuri leans in and gently kisses me on the cheek. Thank you for making so much of an effort for me. You can't imagine how much I appreciate it. And thank you for actually wanting to date a huge nerd like me. The mood lightens considerably as we giggle together. Anyway, would you like me to walk you home? No, thank you. I'm fine. Besides, you still have to clean up your living room. Like I said, it'll only take a few minutes to clean up. None of you are particularly messy, so... I see. Well, I do think that I can make it back home in one piece by myself. I wouldn't doubt it. Goodbye then, Sefchi. She steps close to this again, this time to give me a goodbye kiss. And before I know it, she's gone again, leaving only the faintest sense of jasmine and the lingering warmth of the kiss behind with me. Aww. Alright, let me check the predictions so far. As I make a save. Another one. How many frames are we going to drop today? So far, 1,000 burp coin on less than 750. Which seems like the odds are pretty good for that. Alright, I'm going to at least see how Sayori's thing ends, and then depending on how things go following this scene, we'll see where we end up there. I do have a lot of VODs to work on, so it'd be nice to have the extra time. Then again, it's Saturday, so I have plenty of time. Another day, another weekend. I yawn and stretch, glancing up to the clock. 10:21 a.m. A little on the late side, nowadays at least. And it's a day I'll be spending with Sayori. My god, it really feels like another lifetime ago that we used to hang out together. If I'm totally honest, I'm a little nervous. What if it's awkward? What if she resents me for ditching her? No, don't be silly, Sefchi. Sayori is still my friend, and she isn't like that. You're acting like an idiot. With a sigh, I start my morning routine, wondering how the rest of the day will go. Speaking of morning routines, I completely forgot to make my bed this morning. And I was like, oh god, I had an unmade bed for like all of the Among Us stream. I should probably remake that before the Blue Sky stream today. Never did. Never happened. But oh well. I already read that line. It's now a little past noon, and I'm just mindlessly passing time. Sayori and I didn't actually make any concrete plans, so we're going to have to improvise a little. Among Us stream? Yeah, it was in the schedule. At like 10 a.m. today, I did an Among Us collab. I would have invited you, but once again, like, it wasn't my lobby. It wasn't my lobby. If we do another one, I will put your name out there, because we didn't have a full lobby this time either. And I know that you're pretty punctual, because we keep having people that show up late. From what I remember, she's not really much of a morning person, so I decided to give her a bit of time. I think I've waited long enough, though, so I decided to pull up my phone and shoot her a text. Hey, Sayori, feel free to come over if you want. I mean, this is your idea.
Hey, SFG! Good timing. I've just finished getting ready. I'll make my way over now.
Awesome, see you soon. I put my phone away. In hindsight, I really should have thought of something for us to do. This was her idea. Shit, I need to do my voice reveal still. Hey, you could have your opportunity now. Well, not now, but... Sorry, I had a thing playing in my head that wasn't true. And just like that, Sayori's over. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try.
I know I said it yesterday, but wow. Do I feel so nostalgic coming here again? That was the most awkward way I could have read that.
Yeah, it was awkward. She looks around. Not today. If I get invited back to do Among Us again, I will absolutely put your name in there, Carlex, I promise.
I didn't really get a chance to focus on it because we were all studying, but nothing's really changed, has it? You've still got that embarrassing baby photo over there.
She points toward a rather unflattering shot of me, still clad in a diaper and looking rather chubby. Glad to see you remembered it. I laugh under my breath.
So, what are we doing today, SFG?
See? Exactly! Well, this was your idea, right? I, kind of thought you'd have something planned.
Oh. Well, I kind of thought the same, but for you.
I furrow my brow. What kind of logic is that? There's not a whole lot to do here, to be honest. Whenever Yuri comes over, we typically just read and cuddle. Listen to me, humble bragging about my relationship in front of the girl that likes me.
I see.
Her expression drops for the tiniest of moments.
That sounds really cute. But obviously we can't really do that, so...
There's an awkward pause. For God's sake, FG, say something! She's your childhood friend! Why don't we go to the park? The one we used to go to as kids.
Oh, that's a great idea! I feel kind of silly not for bringing up... I feel kind of silly for not bringing it up myself.
I'm surprised I hit that note. Damn. Did you guys hear that? Good job, me. I didn't think I'd pull that off. It's like, ah, there you are. Well, you always were a bit slow, weren't you? I wink playfully and nudge her.
Hey! At least I wasn't a massive chicken around Halloween, which definitely happened and we didn't skip over.
She stands triumphantly. Okay, okay. Well played. We share a laugh and head for the door. It feels wonderful, if not a little foreign, to tease each other again. Makes me feel like nothing really changed between us. With spring drawing ever closer, the frosty bite of winter feels less and less prevalent. It's still too cold for a t-shirt, but with a hoodie on, the temperature is pleasant. Sayori and I take a seat on the park bench and look up at the clouds. So, tell me, Sayori, what's new in your life? I try to stay as nonchalant as possible, attempting to fight the guilt seeping into my voice. She giggles quietly.
You know, not much has changed. Same old, same old.
It's a little hard to discern her expression fully as her eyes are firmly trained on the sky above, but I'm fairly certain I'm detecting some sadness. I don't want to jump right in with questions though, so I opt for a more casual angle, hoping she'll talk more about herself as she feels comfortable. Honestly, I know that feeling too. Well, sort of. It's kind of hard to explain. On one hand, joining the literature club last semester, meeting everyone, it goes without saying that that's had a big impact on my life. But at the same time, I feel like nothing's really changed. Maybe it's because despite the new faces and stuff, I'm still in the same environment, still waking up every morning for school, all that stuff. If that makes any sense. A smile works its way onto her face.
You're sounding more and more like Yuri by the day. I don't think you've ever used to be this reflective and analytical.
You're like the third person to tell me that.
Sorry. It must be kind of annoying, right?
Not really. It's more eye-opening, if anything. You know, how you can adopt your partner's traits.
Well, I've never been in a relationship before, so I can only imagine.
She looks sadly up at the sky. I gave this boy so much praise before, and now he keeps talking about his girlfriend. Love, love, love. Shut up, damn it. And she likes you. Stop torturing her. You know that she likes you. Hey, Sayori. I'm sure there's someone out there for you. You're really likable, you know? She doesn't look convinced, so I press on. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to or allowed to give so many compliments to a female friend, but you're really sweet, and I know some guy out there is going to really value how kind and upbeat you are. It's so rare that you meet someone as selfless as you are. One day, someone's going to cherish that. I know, I've always enjoyed being able to call you my friend. Just my friend, and nothing more than that. My childhood was amazing, and a huge reason for that was because of you. Because you're my friend. A really great friend. Such a good friend. Friends, we're just friends. She slowly turns to face me.
Gee, thanks. Thank you, Seth G. That really means a lot to me.
And every time the music goes away, I get scared. I really am sorry, Sayori. She opens her mouth, but I rush onwards, wanting to get my words out before I reconsider. I know it might be more natural for me to spend more time with Yuri, but that doesn't mean I should have done it so at your expense. Prediction is over. What are the results? Everyone has said less than 750 because there's only like 2 people here still, and it was 480 still. Bet's complete. Nice-oo. Alright, I'm gonna start up another prediction. Same as before, shorter time span. Well, I'll lower the number down a bit. Let's say we're at 480, so well, it's almost 500. I don't know if there's gonna be 15 minutes left in this stream, so we'll set it to 10 minutes. How many frames are going to drop in the next? In 5 minutes. We don't have... Hang on, I gotta reword this carefully. Drop frames. I know we're at an emotional moment, but... There we go. Okay, how many frames are going to drop in the next 10 minutes, guys? Are we gonna hit 500, or I don't think I worded that right. I forgot to change it to 750. Hang on, let me delete that. Delete and return the points. How many? Drop frames out in the next 10 minutes. less than 500 or more than 500. 10 minutes on the clock. Okay, there we go. Now we can continue the story. God, I suck. Okay. I know it'd be more natural for me to spend more time with Yuri, but that doesn't mean I should have done so at your expense. I feel really bad, you know? Like I've just thrown away the history we have. I got 1,000 points. Yeah, everyone has a lot of channel points because I've never had things to spend them on before. That wasn't ever my intention. Please, just remember that.
Sefchi, you're so silly. I didn't ever think you threw me away. It's completely normal for you to spend more time with your girlfriend. Besides, you make Yuri happy, and by the looks of it, she makes you feel the same way too, right?
I nod.
That's what I value the most, other people's happiness.
But I want you to be happy as well! You two! My boy you two! Such a cool guy, he deserves it, you know? You two! So stupid. Good old you two. She laughs and waves off my concern.
You honestly don't have to worry about me. I'm perfectly happy the way I am. That's not true, though. You're still in my life, you know? I see you every day in school, and we get to talk there. Plus, for things like Halloween, Christmas, study sessions.
And now I got 0. Did you just gamble all of your points on this one thing? Well, for your sake, I hope you don't drop any frames.
We all get to hang out, right? So please, don't feel bad, okay? I'm just grateful we're talking again. Because I'll be honest, I missed you, Sefchi.
I missed you too, Sayori. She embraces me in a hug. It feels a little strange, being so hot-fought with a girl who isn't Yuri. But it's a nice feeling all the same. Despite the initial novelty of the hug, it very quickly feels very familiar, if not a little nostalgic. Memories come flooding through my mind. Sayori and I biking together through a forest. Me buying her an ice cream. Us pretending like the floor was lava, hopping from chair to chair in my living room. My mom helping us reconcile after a silly argument we had. We eventually break apart. There's a genuine warm smile on her face that I find myself returning without even realizing it.
That's what I want to see more of! And less of the self-blame game, okay?
She pouts slightly, causing me to laugh. Sayori isn't assertive, and when she tries to be, it comes across as more endearing than commanding. Heard you loud and clear, soldier.
Good. Now I think it's time we did some exploring, don't you think?
Lead the way, Columbus. Well, something that never waned over the years is Sayori's fascination with exploring. Even if it's grounds we've already once traversed, she still acts like it's fabled terrain. I'm not complaining, though. Her imagination was always something I enjoyed. You know, seeing the wanderlust on your face reminds me of when you wanted to be an astronaut when you were younger.
I still think being an astronaut would be really cool, you know. Think of the views, seeing your home planet from the moon.
You still want to be an astronaut?
Well, as fun as it would be, probably not the best idea, given me and physics don't really mix very well.
So what do you want to be after school? I don't think I've ever heard you talk about this.
I haven't really given it much thought, to be honest.
But you'll be a third year soon.
I know. I don't know. I guess I'll just pick a subject I enjoy and go from there.
Sayori joins NASA. I would pay to see that. That would be amazing. I'm probably going to be slowing down a little bit, guys, because I'm starting to get kind of hungry. We'll probably end after whatever Sayori's deal is.
I don't know. I guess I'll just pick a subject I enjoy and go from there.
I seriously thought today would be the end of the game, but we're still going somehow. We've been going for a while. I was certain we were getting close.
I don't really like thinking about the future.
Why not?
Huh? Oh, nothing. Oh, look where we are.
She points ahead to a clearing. I recognize the place instantly. We've had many a picnic there in the past. On this fucking hill? Like, why? Is this the clearing from... Is this the clearing that we've been to a few times before, but just tilted sideways? I think it might be. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, it's happening! We just dropped a shit ton of frames! Wow! We went from 480 to 1,000. Yeah, the cops. Prediction over. We dropped more than 500. All right. New submission. Here we go. Ready? We just dropped a few more too. God damn it. Okay. Less than... Let's say less than 1,000, less than 15K, or more than 15K. We are currently at 1,134. Why does it look weird this time? The end? I thought we were getting close to the end, but now I'm not so sure because we're still playing. Also, hey, Smarty, you missed so much! So much shit. Sorry about your points, Carlix. Yep, so we're currently sitting at 1,134 drop frames. Are we gonna go over 15K or below 15K in the next 10 minutes? Like, Smarty, I'd give you a summary, but there's far too much. Far too much to go over. We're currently hanging out with Sayori today. And we did the dirty with Yuri like a week ago in game time. Okay. Sayori immediately makes a beeline for one of the trees. Once she reaches it, she sits down and lets the trunk rest against her back. I follow suit and take a seat next to her.
This is one of my favorite spots in the entire park. So many memories here.
You always liked this spot, didn't you? I remember how excited you were when we first stumbled upon this place. It was like a magical forest to you. Ow, my tongue hurts. I like bit my tongue or something, but like way in the back. It hurts when I talk sometimes.
Oh, you remember that?
Of course I do. Oh, crap. What was Child Sayori voice again? Oh, I remember. Hang on. I got it. I got this. It was, baby. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Oh, look at this place, Sepchi! It's a magical forest!
The Tilted Forest. I go there every time I play Fortnite. JK, I do not play Fortnite. Screw that game. Do you think?
Yeah! See that big tree over there? I bet a forest wizard lives in it.
A wizard with like loads of cool spells?
Yep. I bet he could turn you into a frog.
Well, I don't want to be a frog. I want to be a dragon.
Well, let's ask him.
She runs off toward the tree and knocks on the wood when she gets there. Apex the best. I mean, my favorite battle royale will always be Soviet Jump Game. Despite how jank it can be most of the time, pretty much all the time.
Hi, Mr. Wizard Man. We heard about your magic spells and stuff. Can you show us? Please?
No wizard?
No.
Hey, that's okay. We can still have lots of fun exploring, right? You said it's a magic forest, so I bet we'll find other cool stuff.
Like what?
Like those magical horse thingies? You know, with the horn.
Oh, you mean unicorns?
Yeah, that's the one. Come on, I bet they're here somewhere.
Hey, Sachi,
We have to be quick if we want to catch the unicorn, Sayori!
I know! But look at these mushrooms!
She points to the floor. Funnily enough, there's a bunch of colorful mushrooms growing next to a tree. Sayori crouches down next to them. She pulls one up and takes a bite. She immediately dies. Bad end. Unihorns? I mean, it could be like a translation thing. Like, you know, in Japan, they're called unihorns instead of unicorns. Or someone who, maybe one of the writers who was working on this didn't have English as a first language, and so they had to, like, translate it. I mean, it's close enough. It's a name that makes sense. I'm just kind of rolling with it. By the way, status report on the dropped frames. Still haven't dropped any more since last time. We're still at 1,134. Those are mushrooms, right? She pokes one and giggles.
Yep! Do you think they're magic mushrooms too?
Wait, like what? Like magic mushrooms that give us special powers?
Maybe the wizard is drawing them.
Okay, Sayori, I was joking before when I said you ate one and died. Please don't actually eat one. I don't know. Mommy told me not to eat things from the floor. Don't actually, Sayori.
Why not, Sayori?
Because they're dirty and they may make you sick. And if you get sick, that may mean we couldn't play together. That'd really suck.
And she looks down at them with a sad expression.
Can we at least take them with us? Then we can ask your mommy to wash them so we can eat them.
You're... Okay, so for everyone watching at home, I don't know if it's showing up in the... Okay, it did. For all the people watching the YouTube VOD right now, Smarty just redeemed ban an in-game action, and he's insisting that I use my own voice for Child Sayori instead of the voice changer. Alright, I'll just do the voice I've been doing underneath the voice changer, which actually sounds older than Sayori's real voice. Well, I think that might be okay. She bends down and plucks them out from the ground, carefully putting them in her pockets.
What if these mushrooms let you pick your power? Ooh, which one would you pick?
Sayori suddenly hits puberty for women. Basically, yeah.
Oh man, that's a tough question. Flying would be really fun. Yeah, it would. You could fly like a bird, wherever you wanted to go. It must be so fun. Whee! But what's the word? Where you like see through? Invisibility? Wow, Sayori, how did you know that? Such a big word.
She beams.
I can be smart.
That's my voice.
I can be smart sometimes. Anyway, that'd be a really fun power to have. You could prank a lot of people.
What would you pick?
It'd be really nice if my power let me make everyone smile all the time. So no one would ever be sad ever again.
Huh? But isn't that kind of boring?
I guess. But I feel really good whenever I make people happy, so I think I'd choose that. Everyone is happy that way, right?
I still think Invis thing would be way cooler. Well, unfortunately, your voice changer thing is now done. I'll leave it up just in case, but... Oh, man. Okay. I still remember the look on Mom's face when you told her you almost ate those mushrooms. I had never seen her look so alarmed. She was like, oh my god, this child's an idiot.
I guess it really wasn't the smartest thing to do, was it?
No, not really. By the way, you remember how that day your voice got way deeper for no reason?
What do you mean?
Never mind. But that's what makes the memory so endearing, you know? That innocence can only come from childhood. I put both of my hands behind my head and breathe a content sigh.
Those days were a lot of fun, weren't they?
Yeah, they really were. A comfortable silence falls between us. Both of us are lost in the past, reminiscing about the good times. The silence is occasionally broken when one of us decides to share. Either way, I'm enjoying my time with Sayori.
Thanks for spending time with me today, Sefchi. I had a lot of fun.
Oh, it's nothing. We should definitely do this more often. Although with exams coming up, it'll probably have to wait until after they're finished.
I really don't like exam season, but at least this will give me something to look forward to after they're done.
Uh-huh. Well, at least with our group study sessions, exams shouldn't be so bad this year, right?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure we'll all be fine. Anyway, I'll catch you later, Sefchi.
She gives me a quick hug and then heads back inside. Ah, damn. I totally forgot to ask her about the Valentine's note. Then again, did I really need to? It wouldn't have really have achieved anything. With high spirits, I make my way home. I'm glad I spent the day with Sayori. Plus, as Monica said, it's good to spend a little bit of time away from your partner. Looks like I'm learning. Alright, I know these streams usually go for about like an hour, more than an hour. They go for like 2 hours usually, but I'm thinking I might end it here. Yeah, 139 so far. We're almost up to 140, but I might end it here because I'm starting to get kind of hungry. I could use a snack. Let me do the usual again. I will save and quietly skip ahead real quick and just see what happens next just a little bit to see if it's worth playing through. One moment, everyone. I'm skipping like way far. I can't spam skip because I haven't read any of this yet. Can anyone see the chat in this file? No, they can see it. It's on the screen. This seems interesting. Do I want to save this? I skipped way farther ahead than I normally do, by the way. Do I want to save this for next time? I could really use a snack, though. Because it's a good moment, it's nicely foreshadowed. Get a small snack and come back? You know what? Sure. Yeah, sure. Okay. Let's take a break here then. I'll turn the music up some and leave it running so you guys have something to listen to. And I'll probably run an ad as well. We'll take a break here. We'll go a little longer than usual. Yeah, sure, like a 5-minute break. 5 to 10 minute break will be good. Alright, I'll go grab something to eat. And I'll be back, everyone. Real quick before I leave, I see that the prediction is done. We did not drop frames. Prediction complete. Alright. So whoever got that right, good on you. Alright, let's come up with something new. Let's do this, okay? We'll ask something more personal to the game while we're gone. Submission period 5 minutes. Ooh, a short submission period. Okay, here we go. Prediction started. Do you guys think that we're on the good end for this route or the bad end so far? Now that we're getting near the end of it. Let me go ahead and cast your votes. I'm gonna go grab a snack. I'll be back in like 5 or 10 minutes, guys. Yeah. Make sure you take a stretch. Especially you, Carlix, if you're still here. You've been here for a while. Okay, I'm back. I got myself some cottage cheese. How's prediction going? No need to freak out and panic, by the way. If anyone's away, I'm gonna eat cottage cheese before I go back into the game. So far, everyone's thinking we're on good end. No one thinks we're on bad end? Because I don't know. There have been moments of foreshadowing, I feel like. Where it's been kind of implied that we're maybe not on the best ending. Which maybe I should have clarified when I said best ending. When I said good ending, I meant like the best ending. Like, are we gonna get end credits or is it just gonna say end at the end of it? Welcome back. Thank you. Welcome back to you as well, assuming you left. Or if you were here the whole time, thanks for hanging out. I'm guessing best ending. Well, I assume everyone who voted is. Because you're learning. What do you mean by that? I mean, I just realized I can't really redeem this. I can't really redeem this because, like... we're not at the end yet. And I can't just sit on it until the end of the game. Well, whatever. 2 people in the chat think that we're on good end. I'll go ahead and delete the summary, the prediction for now. I should have made it a poll, honestly. That was my fault. Everyone's points were returned. Let me start a new prediction. And what does that say? Hold up, wait, go away. Oh, it's not gonna let you should stream in the lower qualities as well. 480, 720. Oh, we just dropped frames. Holy shit, we just dropped to 1,383 frames. I like streaming in the higher quality because it looks nicer. And also because the VODs for after the fact. It limits you from having loser internet views. That is true. Well, I'd switch now if we weren't like almost 2 hours into this. IMO 1000 is pretty insane. I've gotten 120 at max, and that was Friday Night Funkin'. Well, lately, either Twitch is having problems or my internet is having problems. I think it could be a little bit of both, but primarily Twitch, because a lot of people I've been talking to are also having crazy frame drops lately. Just out the butt. Out the butt. I'm actually amazed how they optimized the game. Yeah, Friday Night Funkin' looks cool. I wouldn't mind trying it someday, but I'm poor, so I'll have to wait. Used to not be able to play it at all in week 4. Now I get insanity. Yeah, it looks like it looks really difficult, especially even for rhythm games. It looks difficult. All right. Anyway, before we hop back into this, let me do one more prediction. We're gonna do the same thing again. Currently, we are at 1,383 dropped frames. In the next 10 minutes, will we drop more than 15K or less than 15K? I have a graphics card. It's integrated to the CPU. I have a very nice graphics card, actually, that my family got for me for Christmas. All right. let's go ahead and hop back into the game now. Thank you to everyone who was kind enough to wait. Let's see where this goes, because this seemed like it was interesting, so I wanted to keep going. It's the moment of truth. The first day of final season. Silence fills the air as we all anxiously watch Sakurai pass out the history exams. Here's to hoping that I don't blank out when I take it. But given the extra studying I did this time with the club, I'm thinking that I should do pretty well. Well, I'm not going to jinx myself and expect to ace it. I'm startled out of my reverie when a sheaf of papers drops onto my desk. Sakurai gives me a small smile as he passes by. At least he's rooting for me. Looking down at the exam, the words seem to swim before my eyes. But within a few seconds, they snap back into focus as I clear my mind. Head empty, no thoughts. I know this. Picking up my pen, I join my classmates in furiously scribbling down my answers. So, what did you think of your exams? Students rush around Yuri and me, eagerly escaping school to rush home. Some are probably going to do last-minute cramming, while others are likely just seeking a respite from anything related to school. Either way, everyone around us seems to be chatting about the exams. I feel like they were generally fair. There wasn't any unexpected material in them, at least. So, in other words, you aced them. Well, I don't know about that. I think I did alright. Ha! You totally aced them! She smiles gently. What? She smiles gently, not denying the fact that she is a top student. What did you think of the exams, then? I probably did well in the history one, at least. And I hope I did well in the others. If how you did during our study sessions is indicative, that's how you properly pronounce that word, of how well you actually know the material. Welcome back, Carlex. You haven't really missed much. It's finals day. We just took our first set of finals. If how you did during our study sessions is indicative of how well you actually know the material, I'm sure you did fine. Yeah. A gaggle of girls. I love that term. Gaggle of girls. That's funny. In case you need to know for the gambling, Carlex, currently we are at 1,383 dropped frames. Higher than 15k or lower than 15k? Your call. It's strange not needing to head to the club today. Yeah, but it'd be a bit much if students were expected to keep up with all their extracurriculars during exam seasons. Hi back, I'm Smarty. Good, clever. Good job, man. That came off way more sarcastic than I intended it to be, but good job. True, I didn't think even Monica would want to do that. What happened to your voice, Sayori? Yuri, fuck. Monica, the perfect teacher's pet, not wanting to do school stuff? That's hearsay. Knowing her, she's likely studying as we speak. What? Seriously, what happened to Yuri's voice? I took a break for 5 seconds, come on. Speaking of studying, do you actually want to come over today to study together? Sure. It'd be nice to study with someone to break the monotony, at least. Not to mention we get to spend some quality time together. I nudge Yuri in the side, making him blush. Actually, should we invite the others too and make it an official study session? Yuri stops in her tracks. You want to invite the others? We don't have to if you don't want to. Sorry, it's just that I thought it'd be more of a private thing. No worries, we probably just won't stay on task as much. I don't know, we've stayed focused on things before. Yeah, I'm just joking. I don't know why, but we're so awkward all of a sudden. You're not upset or anything, are you? Why would I be? You just seem kind of off now, is all. Sorry, I suppose I'm a bit tired from the exams. You could say that I have a bit of a shorter fuse right now, so to speak. Although, of course, no, it's no excuse for my rudeness. It's alright, Yuri, that makes sense. How's about we brew up a nice mug of hot tea for you when we get to my place, and relax a little before we cram? That does sound good. You bet it does. Status report on drop frames, by the way. Still hanging strong at 1383. And so the writers completely wasted... why my brain? And so the writers completely wasted that one character's powers and made him the king for basically no reason. Needless to say, the show's finale was probably one of the worst disappointments in television history.
You're quite passionate about this, aren't you? Are you sure you're not just exaggerating?
It was going on for nearly a decade! Of course all the fans are going to be passionate about something they've been invested in for so long. Seriously though, if you watch it, you'll get what I mean.
Well, you did just spoil the whole thing for me, though.
You told me that I could!
Plus, you read the books! You're gonna know a lot of the major plot points anyway. Yeah, I know, I'm just teasing you. I do kind of want to start watching the show now, though.
You should. My brain. You should, if only for the cinematography and acting.
Look, we're already here. We're here already. I mean, words. I'm shy. That's my character trait.
Huh, that was a surprisingly short walk.
Time flies when you complain about things.
Don't I know it? Yuri stands patiently as I fumble to find my house keys in my bag.
Maybe I can even start watching the first episode while we have tea.
If you do that, I guarantee you'll finish the first season today. I finally find my keys and unlock the front door. Uh-oh! Our drop frames went to 1,894! Someone's losing money! More than 15. Hot damn. Uh-oh. Oh, do you guys think our mom's gonna be home? Tell you what, if mom is home, we're ending this on a cliffhanger. Until we know for sure, though. Next prediction. Okay, I was looking at the bitrate for a second. I thought we had dropped to 6,000 frames, and I was like, what? We're at 1894, so let's say... this many. Here we go. More than 2025 or less than 2025 drop frames? This is rigged. I promise you it's not. I wish it were, because then I could make the drop frames stop altogether. Alright, but it might not matter though, because if mom is home, we're ending on a cliffhanger. I'm home! Man, I still haven't stopped announcing my arrival home. Old habits die hard, I guess. Oh! Ah! Ah! Oh, it's over. It's over, man. Just gonna go ahead and delete that prediction because we're ending today on a cliffhanger. No! Yes, it's been almost 2 hours, guys. Come on. I kind of feel bad baiting everyone with that break in between, but you know, what happens happens. But yeah, that's gonna be something. Yuri is going to meet our mother tomorrow for the very first time, and our mother's gonna meet her for the very first time. Well, kind of. They've talked a little bit on the phone before. I think it was the YouTube stream. Why is mom there so important? I mean, because our mom is divorced, and she travels a lot for work, so she is almost never home. So the fact that she's home is actually a big deal, because MC never gets to see her. Yeah, and also MC is a huge mama's boy. Plus, mom talks in the voice of Spoons, hence giving us the lovely Mama Spoons. So that's not something to miss. So if you want to see that, you have to come back tomorrow now. But for real, though, we actually, for real, should be nearing the end of the game now. Of Blue Skies. Because I had completely forgotten that we needed to see Mom at some point. Because every girl meets Mom. But yeah, I had totally forgotten that we had not seen Mom before. I assumed that since we had that sex scene, that we were nearing the end. But I guess I was wrong. Interesting. Okay. Well, anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. We will be playing more Blue Skies tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, Eastern Daytime, not Eastern Standard. I don't need a shout out, Carlix, because, like, dude, come on. We're already here. Yep, see you later, Smarty. Thanks for hanging out with me. All right, yeah, tomorrow will be more Blue Skies, and then after that is the start of Bloodborne week. Every day next week we'll be playing Bloodborne, because it's the week of the anniversary of the release of Bloodborne. The 6-year anniversary, I would have done the 5 if I had remembered. Yeah, I don't think Cloudbot's working, Carlix. I need to look into that after the stream. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much again for watching. I really appreciate it. We had like way more viewers than usual this time, which is probably because I was able to release the last stream a little bit before the day that we finished it, because YouTube. I almost wonder if I should schedule the next stream for later in the day. That might be beneficial. Like schedule it for like 4 or instead of like 2. I'll think about it. I'll think about it off stream. But yeah, if you have thoughts on that, let me know in the Discord or somewhere. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna head out of here and find someone to host. Thank you guys for being cool. No? All right, I guess I won't. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm gonna head on out of here and find. I actually have a ton of bots. I got a time code. I'm gonna go do that. All right, stay awesome, everybody. See you tomorrow for more.